Sí. VA explora Argentina en busca de niños maravillosos, I think is how you say it, but I'm not really Spanish, mate. So work it out yourself, you'll be fine. See you in a bit. Sorry, just on the phone there to my new scout who, I spoke English at the end there. He can't speak English yet, so he's no idea what I said, but loosely I've told him to scout Argentina for Wonder Kids. If we want to win games this season, we are going to have to improve the squad that we've currently got, and we need to sign some better players. And to do that, I've had to assemble a crack team of scouts to scout. Maybe though, you could do a better job than these scouts. And of course, if you think you can do, let me know down in the comments section below with some names and suggestions. You can use today's sponsors, the One Football app, to track player stats from any player from around the world pretty much. They have a database full of players with stats that are really up to date, all from Opta, which is fantastic. You can also use the app to follow your favourite teams and get live push notifications sent straight through to your phone whenever anything happens in game. It's a great app and it massively helps the channel out if you download it via the link in the top of the description for absolutely free. Hello and welcome back to On The Rocks. Hope you're all doing well today and looking forward to today's episode as we look to progress in the Europa League as well as keep winning some games in the Scottish Premier League too. Just want to say a quick thank you to everyone who's been leaving comments down below. Let me know what you think of this series, and for the most part it's everyone saying they're really enjoying the series so far, so massively appreciate that. Make sure you do drop a like on today's video for me. Let's aim for a target of 250 likes, and make sure you also hit that subscribe button and leave a comment down below for the YouTube algorithm. So we're going to kick off today's episode by looking at the new scouts that I have brought into Aberdeen. When we joined, there was only one person here. It was the chief scout, which was Russ Richardson, and he's got good adaptability, but his judging player ability and potential is kind of average, so we had to bring some better people in. The first guy we brought in, and the guy I was talking to on the phone, was Antonio Mur. Now, he can't speak any English yet, which is why I had to talk to him in Spanish and say, go to Argentina and scout some Wonder Kids, please. That's what I was asking him to do, and that's what he's going to do. We've sent him off to South America East, I think, is the region he's going to. So that is your Argentinas, your Uruguays, your Brazils, and hopefully he's going to come back with some good regens. We have also signed two French chaps as well. This first one, Christopher, is currently scouting Central Europe. So that's countries like France and Belgium, which he's already pretty good at, but also places like Spain and the Netherlands, etc., etc. He looks pretty decent, but what I like about him the most is this wonderful hat that he's got. It looks like an American flag or something like that. It looks pretty cool. Either way, he's scouting out Central Europe for some Wonder Kids and things like that. The other French guy happens to be a bit of an expert when it comes to Africa. Pretty decent at scouting out in the Congo, Ivory Coast and Senegal. So although the Congo's not quite West Africa, we are scouting out West Africa for places like Senegal and the Ivory Coast, Nigeria, stuff like that, to try and find some really decent African players. And then the last scout that we brought in is Tommy Miller, who is 73 years old, was at Spennymoor, but is very, very good. So he's scouting out England and Ireland and Scotland for us to try and find some decent players to bring in from the home nations. So there is the crack team of scouts ready to go out into the world and find me some great Wonder Kids. So far, they're finding some decent players, although a lot of these players are out of our price point. Matías Arezzo, a lot of you guys know about him already. He's a great Wonder Kid in the game. A little bit expensive for us, but it's quite promising that they're finding these guys and saying that they want to sign for us. If we look at his reports, he is dubious, but if we have the money, Arezzo wouldn't be far off. So hopefully no one signs him. He is wanted, and he's wanted currently by Metz, Alaves and Levante. Hopefully none of them put a bid in before we get £2.6 million to spend on him. Don't worry, I have already asked the board if they could sign him for us, and they said he's too expensive, so we've got to try and raise the money ourselves. But I'm feeling pretty confident. I'm feeling pretty confident that we might be able to get someone of his calibre in pretty soon. Since you guys were last here for the opening 3 games of the season, a draw to Rangers, a win against Hamilton and a 2-0 loss to Celtic, we haven't actually played that brilliantly, I must say. A 1-0 win against St Johnstone. We got very lucky in that particular result with Matty Kennedy scoring the goal. But last time out, a 0-0 draw with Livingston was a poor result for us. And I think Livingston actually outplayed us in this game. 7 shots to Livingston, 2 shots to us. It was not a particularly good result for us. What it means for the league table is that we currently sit 4th on 8 points, which is pretty decent, right? But Ross County are ahead of us by 2 points, which is not so decent. This first season, Rangers and Celtic are obviously going to be 1st and 2nd. What we have to do is just come 3rd place. That's got to be our aim. The absolute minimum is to come 3rd. So as long as we beat everyone else, it should be okay. The board's expectation is to qualify for the Europa League. So I think that's either 3rd, 4th or 5th actually. So as long as we're top 5, the board are pretty happy. But for us, we really want to be 3rd. Of course, another aim for us this season is to try and do really well in European football and reach the group stage at the very minimum of the Europa League. And today we kick off our Europa qualifying campaign against CS Petrocub, and then a name that I can't really pronounce. Joe Lewis starts in goal with a backline of Hayes, Considine, Hoban and Logan. So I think it's a pretty familiar backline to what we saw last episode. McCorry stays in the CDM position with Ferguson and Campbell just ahead, with McGinn and Lennon out on the wings, and Fraser Hornby leading the line. We're going to try Brooks Lennon on the right wing today. He's more of a right back, I think, but he's come back from his injury and we've not really had much success in the previous 2 games, so we're going to give him a go and see how he plays at right wing today. So as kickoff is upon us here today, fingers crossed we're going to get a very positive result. Now this should be an absolutely routine victory for us. CS Petrocub, like they can't be that good, right? I fail to believe they are a top quality side. They've scored. Okay, well, maybe they are a decent side. Maybe they are quite good. I don't know. I feel like we've been very unlucky there, if I'm honest with you. But come on, boys, get into the game. First chance for us, though, fingers crossed, as McGinn looks to come forward, gets it forward into the area, shoots. I mean, lads, come on. If that's the best chance we're creating, I'm a little concerned. From what I can tell, the wing play style of play that we've kind of adopted and tried to tweak a little bit is... well, it's not working. It's not working at all. In the 2 wins that we've got in the league so far, we've been very lucky. We got outplayed by Livingston playing this formation, and we're currently losing to a team from Moldova. I mean, how low do we get? What I'm tempted to do is at just halfway through this half, change it to Gegenpress or something like that. Maybe that'll work a bit better. Maybe I've overestimated how good our team is for wing play or something like that. I've, thought our wingers are better than they actually are potentially. But hopefully in the second half, we can just... I mean, if we lose this game, it'll be quite embarrassing. It's only 1 leg. Only 1 leg. There's no 2 legs about this, which is even more frustrating and worrying, actually, as well. We need to get the goal to get back on level terms and then find a winner. Now, currently, it's CS coming forward, but Hayes with a good interception there as McGinn looks to bring the ball forward. All right, get it out wide to Lennon. Great. Out wide to Lennon is good. In the middle, Hornby is... in the back of a net. Okay, it certainly took a few shots from Hornby there to put it in the back of the net. The first header was blocked. The second shot was... oh no, just second shot actually. Maybe I've done a bit dirty there saying it took quite a few shots. Just the 2 shots from Hornby. The first one blocked, the second one in the back of the net. But we've now got 25-30 minutes or so to get back in this game again and score a goal. We've now got 30 minutes or so left in the game to get a second goal and, of course, the winner to take us through into the next round. To do that, we might need to make some changes. Brooks Lennon is not playing particularly well on the right-hand side, so let's bring Ryan Hedges on instead, who's more of an inside forward or inverted winger. Let's play as an inside forward, see what we can do as an inside forward instead. Let's also bring Ethan Ross on the left-hand side too. And then Dean Campbell's going to come off for Dylan Magooch. Well, 10 minutes left on the clock. Even after these changes, nothing's happened. I hope this goes straight to extra time. I can't believe how poor we've been. This is rather embarrassing. This is not the way we're meant to start our careers here at Aberdeen. I've thrashed my arms around, said I'm not very happy. I mean, we've had 15 shots to their 5 shots, but we aren't creating anything. I really feel like maybe... going for that sort of base tactic of wing play was the wrong idea. I think maybe we've got to switch it up completely because we're just not really doing anything. I mean, if that's the best highlight we're creating for ourselves, we have to be worrying, really, don't we? 5 minutes to go until half-time in extra time, and CS Petrocub, whatever they're called, are coming forward. The team from Moldova are tackled, though, and Hornby's find himself clear. Hornby rounds the keeper. His shot is blocked, though. Oh, you hate to see it. This is... I'm a little nervous. I won't lie, I'm nervous. As we reach half-time and extra time, it's got penalties written all over it. It really has I don't want to go to penalties, please. We're representing Scotland here. We're not just representing Aberdeen, we're representing Scotland. We have to, for the good of the... Oh, no. Please, no. No, not like this. Not like this. Not a misplaced challenge and pass and... I'm hiding. I'm hiding off the camera. I don't want to be here. Right. 2 minutes. Literally 2 minutes. What do we do here? What on earth do we do here? I don't know. Should have done this so much earlier, probably. I'm honestly, I'm a loss for words right now. Please score. Please, I'll do anything for you guys to score. If we score now, Ross in the middle, cleared. We've not won it back yet, which is very concerning. We still haven't won it back yet. Oh, God, it's going to be a CS goal. I mean... We didn't care about Europe this season. Gina, am I going to get sacked?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, that's confidence inducing. Thanks a lot. Okay, this is not a great start to the series. Now, this is embarrassing. Embarrassing. I am terrified for this game against Hibs now. I'm terrified. They're 11th in the table. They've probably lost every single game so far this season, right? They've won 1, lost... They're going to win 2 now. This is the last game we have until the first international break of the season. I think we give wing play 1 more try. I don't know why I'm thinking that, because we just saw it was terrible. But we're going to give it 1 more try. And if it doesn't work very well, we scratch that up and we build a new tactic. This time, though, I've swapped Lennon and Logan over, and we're going to bring Ryan Hedges back on as an inside forward on attack. Campbell's going to come off for Magooch. Hornby's going to come off for Canberry. And actually, we'll give Ethan Ross a run on the left-hand side because he can't do any worse, can he, than McGinn. Anyway, kickoff is upon us today against Hibs. Hibs are from Edinburgh. I've been to Edinburgh. It's a lovely city. I'd recommend going. I've seen the Hibs Stadium from the top of Arthur's Seat, so I feel like I'm there right now. Luckily for us, Scott Allen's just been injured for Hibs. Hopefully, he's their best player. He didn't look too bad, actually. So hopefully they've lost a big attacking outlet with him and the replacement is terrible or something like that. But I'm very concerned. After that Europa League defeat, I've got egg all over my face. And Joe Lewis should have egg all over his... What on earth has he done? What are these players doing? All right? I can't believe what I've just seen there. No one challenges the header... And then Joe Lewis just stands there. All right, well, today's episode is looking like a bit of a disaster so far. Hopefully these scouts actually do some good scouting work and find me some great players to bring in for next season. Because right now, the team is not good enough. The team is nowhere near good enough. And I'm blaming the team that it's not my team. It's not my team yet. This is my big excuse right now. It's not my team. They're not playing how I want them to play. Well done, Florian. Good goal there. First of the season for you. But we need a few more. But as half-time approaches, nothing else happened in that first half. So, I mean, I thought this team were better than they actually are. And today today's just been an example of how we're not very good yet. Once we get our own players in, like next season, think about how good we're going to be next season when I get people in that I want to bring into the team. Brooks Lennon, by the way, he must be made out of cardboard or something because every time he plays, he pretty much always gets like an injury or a knock. We're going to take him off right now for Shea, Logan. Ryan Hedges is not playing well either. Connor McLean, can we give you a go, please? I think you're more of a winger, aren't you? Yeah, more of a winger on the right-hand side. And then Lewis Ferguson's not a great game either, so Dean Campbell on you come instead. 3 changes at the same time with 20 minutes or so to go against the team who are in the relegation zone right now. Come on, boys. Please push forward. and let's get a nice victory. We're just not creating good enough chances. We are creating chances, 8 shots there we've had, but the chances we're creating are abysmal. We've got to really reassess, I think, our tactics and our philosophy, because it's just not working. So I'm going to say that was a bit of an abysmal episode, but I'm happy it's happened, because it means that we clearly know we have to make changes, all right? We know we have to make changes, so I'm glad it's happened to highlight that. I'm trying to make some sort of excuse as to why I'm happy with it. Honestly, I'm not happy at all. I'm devastated by today's episode. But we're going to come back, we're going to build, and we're going to be better. Now, the way the Scottish Premiership works is, I believe every team plays against each other 3 times before the league gets then split in half, and then the top half play against each other once, and the bottom half play against each other once to decide everything out. So we play everyone here 3 times, and obviously those games come around pretty quickly. So I think next episode we skip the Celtic, Hamilton, Hibs and Rangers games again, and we come back next time for St Mirren and Ross County. Hopefully in that time we will have developed a formation and a tactic that is much better than what we're playing right now, and we actually win some more games, which would be very good. Until then though, thank you ever so much for watching today's episode. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. And of course, if you have done, make sure you do drop a like on today's video for me. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, and I will see you next time. Have a good one. Goodbye.